Warning: this podcast contains content not suitable for younger audiences, or older audiences, or anyone really. Run while you still can. We're the hapless heroes.
You have to use
like a
the rod,
low
like the
stroking motion.
Hello, and welcome once again to an episode of Hapless Heroes, where tonight we're going to be putting the dungeon back into Dungeons & Dragons. Starting with our cast, on my left we have Mike playing Lord Captain Quinn Southwind the Benevolent, first of his name.
Keep going.
We have James playing Hoblet the Smasher.
Evening, friendos.
We have Dave playing the inimitable Zero.
This can be good.
And
You sound a little rusty, Zero.
Yeah,
I know.
Get the oil out.
And we have Zach playing Peridil.
Melody, it's me.
All right, so got to make a quick mention. Ezra, Joe, is unfortunately, and we hope it's not for a long while, but for the foreseeable future, working literally every single night of the week
For his life.
for the summer, because he does
Making that paper.
making that paper. And also brewing lots of beer. In fact, he actually left. We're going to just kind of quickly honor Joe real quick. We're drinking one of his beers that he called the Hopless Hero, and it's effing delicious.
Delicious.
Do you have more of that here?
No, this is it.
That's unfortunate.
Quick pause. You need to try this.
Oh, that's really fucking delicious. Unpause.
Also, for the listener, Fran is drinking this out of a glass with a caricature of his own
is-
face on it. And it's ridiculous.
It bears a very striking resemblance.
Yeah,
We need to pop that one up on Twitter at some point.
yeah, I will. I will. Yeah, it was a groomsman present I got for everybody in my wedding, and I got one for me too. Zach has volunteered to do the recap for what happened last time on the show.
Last time on Hapless Heroes. So we met the Smashers, obviously. Everybody remembers. We
Drinking, smoking.
Who'd forget? Went
Kicking
to
fight.
the Grey Citadel, met them up. They're a bunch of characters, to say the least. And then we took a job. We heard about some weird undead people popping out of the walls and desiccating a whole slew of our dwarvy friends. And we went to sort of take care of the situation. Went down a rickety mine shaft. And we found 2 dead ends, and we were like, F that, let's get out of here. This is a trap. Went down a set of stairs.
I've seen this movie before.
And even worse, a whole weird agoraphobic sort of huge cavern that we found more dead people in. And a weird blast hole through a wall, through which we saw ornately decorated double doorways. One was slightly cracked. To be continued, ellipsis, roll credits.
And it's going to be continued right now. So before you guys do anything, you'll notice that right in front of where the door is cracked, there's some sort of very tiny object glinting. Everyone roll me perception checks really quick. I'm going to go around left to right. Quinn.
14. We're going one and done tonight on the D20s. One and fucking done. 6.
Hoblet, 6.
6.
0.
Also 6.
Oh, nice.
And Peridil.
16.
So Peridil, you're the only one who notices Ezra sneaking up to this glinting object. And before you even have a chance to say anything to him, he picks it up and looks at it. It almost looks like a very tiny ruby, like sort of this red gem. And then all of a sudden he just completely disappears in a puff of smoke, leaving his clothing and everything just in like a pile
That's not right.
in front of the
What the
door.
fuck?
Oh man. Did anybody else see that?
I'm assuming we all just witnessed him disappear in front
Yeah, you
of our
saw
eyes.
that. It was a brilliant flash of light, and he's gone, and his clothes are just like chilling on the ground with a bunch of his stuff.
No
Which
one
wasn't much.
touch anything.
Zero's got this look on his face, kind of like in the cartoons, how the pupils like dilate, like, and you can hear the servos going as his eyeballs like alternating with each other get bigger and smaller.
This is like the Warforged version of cartoonishly like rubbing your eyes in disbelief. Like,
Yeah,
That's a good way to describe it. Hey, why not? So, what do you do now?
After our few moments of WTFs,
Hoblet will walk over and grab his stuff and throw it in his sack. Because I'm assuming if we run into him at a later date,
He's gonna need it.
he's gonna need it back.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sack all his stuff.
Cool.
Carry it around. I'm lowest to the ground. I got a low center of gravity. I can take on a little bit more of my load.
Well, it's very kind of you.
A lot of
Ezra are
sexual
pretty tight,
references
actually.
there for everyone who was just listening and laughed out loud.
And if
Yep, I said sack a bunch of times, and I took on a load.
Oh, Mike noticed.
A heavier
The load is the part that I noticed the most.
I was taking loads before.
A heavy load.
They
Never
were
miss a
not
load.
heavy. Now I can take heavier loads.
All right.
So, and what happens if by one of those weird things he comes back in the same spot where he left? It'll be hilarious.
Oh man.
Especially when he's coming
Yes.
in that same spot.
Oh my God! Stop.
Okay, I'm done.
You're done. You're cut off.
And he
That's
just
it.
said,
That's the end of it.
So what? what
P.S.
now?
Can I apologize just slightly for my horrid voice today to the audience? Like, sorry, a lot of kids today. I apologize. So just bear with me for the next.
It's
episode.
funny. Almost everyone at the table here has had a day.
Yeah.
So that may translate
Yep.
really well if we were to get into some combat tonight.
can we see? I mean, okay, we've got to move on with life.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we can weep for our fallen, but it didn't. He doesn't appear fallen. He just appears transported. We've seen this before, so we're just going to assume that
We have.
that we're gonna get him.
Right.
Zero's just relieved that it's not him this time.
We didn't see him die, so
No.
we can move forward.
No. He's not dead.
Hoblet might wander towards the two.
Doors.
No, we got the two shafts that are going off, right? And just look as far down as he can, like see
As
if.
far as his dark vision will take him.
Yeah, we're gonna see. I'd like to see
Can't
what.
say it to me if I say it to you first.
Right, I was going to avoid the fact that I can see at least 60 feet down each one of these, as I have 60 feet of dark vision.
I mean, I know.
We're talking about the where the mine tracks are.
Yeah, are we having a dark vision meeting?
Opposite
right
of the
now?
cavern of these two doors.
Before we go through what I'm assuming is the doors, I just want to see if
Sure.
we can see a light down there, if we can see anything down the.
You do not see any torches lit, any flickerings of anything.
They both just look
completely
black.
Yeah, it's completely dark down those caverns.
I don't really have any strong desire after seeing a whole bunch of dead people to go wandering down these dark. Let's see what the doors are. Let's see what.
Well,
the
here's
doors
my
are.
desire. To get to the fucking bottom of this, and it seems like
Yeah.
the big blast hole with the crazy looking doors with
Is the way to go.
5 dudes out front of it is our paycheck.
Yep.
The way to advance the plot.
Let's
Right.
enrage.
Okay.
AKA.
So when you approach the doors, I mean, they're ever so slightly cracked. I'm talking like maybe an inch. But these doors themselves are about 4 inches thick, just of like solid stone. And you can feel a very, very, I mean, the ever so slightest of a draft coming out from the crack in the door. Almost barely detectable. But it's still enough for you all to know.
Okay.
We can't fit through the door.
You'd have to pull it open.
I'm gonna put my eye to the crack and try to see what I can see through.
Sure. So it's if you're looking at the two doors, right? The
Yep.
door on the left in front of you is what is ajar. So you'd be
Okay.
kind of looking left into the crack, down the wherever this opens into.
You said which door is ajar? The left.
The
door
left door is
okay.
ajar,
So I'm
and
looking
it's
to the
coming out towards you. Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So give me a perception check one more time. Let's just see how much you know here.
12.
12. Okay. So what you can see, and you're only looking through like an inch crack here. You see cobbled, like stone walls on the inside, and that's pretty much all you can see. That's just a very smooth surface,
Cobbles.
or like it looks like, and
Maybe there's a cobbler
and the stone
afoot.
looks very worn.
The what looks worn?
The stone itself.
Okay.
And actually, you know what? Make me a Constitution saving throw.
That's an 8.
You retch as the smell of death and decay fills your nostrils.
I don't think I've thrown up so far yet. This is my first,
No,
guys.
just a dry heave.
Okay.
Just a dry heave.
It's just a dry.
All right.
Shit's about to get real.
You are not yelling at your shoes just yet.
Yes. Just a little.
Oh God!
For all
I
of
don't know.
our. You're welcome, everyone.
Wait, what's the name of that? What's the name of the like that? What's the name of it when you have like that sort of like you're irked by like the sound of people like eating and shit like that? There's a name for that.
I don't know.
Called being an asshole.
Yeah, I don't know. No, it's called just being normal because that sounds horrible.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah, but everybody makes it.
Yeah.
If you
I'll
give
remember
them-
the word later, but yeah, I'm moving on.
I now know how this show is going to end. Someone is going to be throwing up, yelling at their shoes at 11 o'clock on a Thursday, their brunch.
Oh my God. Let's keep them rolling.
Oh, no.
Let's keep them rolling.
All right.
All right. So yeah, but that's all you notice. I'm
very
sorry. You
least,
share
that
you
will
share
be
with the
where we jump
party.
the shark.
What are you guys doing now?
Well, are we trying to go in as a
All right.
group? Maybe we're here for a minute. Is our goal now? Assuming you told us what you know, we watched you respond.
Guys, if we're going any further in here, I suggest some nose plugs.
I can. Do we want to go in? Do we want to open the door?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to
Yeah.
fucking.
Okay, so I'm gonna mage hand from a distance
Mm-hmm.
to try to open the door.
It does not budge. It is too heavy for your mage hand to pull open.
Okay,
Hoblet is.
but it's unlocked.
It's cracked. There's like an
Oh,
inch. There's an
okay.
inch
Are there,
gap.
Sorry, I'm
rock-
thinking of
are
crack in the
there
door. Okay.
rocks in the way, or is it just heavy?
I mean, there's some rubble, but the path
Alright,
to
well,
the door is
Hoblet's
clear.
It's a heavy door.
Hoblet's going to step up and open the door.
Yeah, give me a strength check to pull the door open.
Damn straight. Nah, I'm rolling the heavy. Hold on a second. Switch die.
love
I
it.
switched die.
This is the best
and
way
I
to start
rolled
this
one.
episode off. Like I'm so
It's a
excited.
good thing that you still have some sort of undead protection with that silvered Trixie you got there, because when you go to pull open this door, you really don't get a good grip and you really strain a lot because you're doing this really ineffectively, and you actually slip a disc.
Oh, God.
Not majorly, but enough to give you disadvantage on all strength ability checks and saving throws for the next hour.
Let's not say he slipped a disc, but maybe he throws his back out in some
Yeah, you
way.
throw your back out a bit.
Okay.
So, I mean,
Maybe
I'll
pinched a
say
nerve or
that
something, I don't
because
know.
when you're fighting, the adrenaline flows through
I've done
Hoblet.
it, and it's no fun.
Like, I may not impose penalties there necessarily, but anytime you would make a strength ability check or a saving throw, you are at disadvantage.
Fuck.
This is gonna continue our days.
Someone else open this fucking door.
All right.
Yeah. Zero, completely unaffected by the stench, rolls up.
Yeah, right. Go ahead.
My back's got to be like 7 vertebrae long.
Yeah.
But you have many vertebrae in there. You're
Just because
you're
you're
big dude.
short.
All right.
What do you got?
Zero has a 13.
13's fine
Yeah.
to pull the door open. As Hoblet just sits there like grasping his back.
He's a fucking robot.
Okay, so pulling this door open, it opens out into a 20-foot wide, 110-foot long hallway. So,
Hallway?
yes, at the end of the hallway, there are a set of double doors, another stone set of doors similar to these. And there are 2 sets of doors on both sides of the hallway, like mirroring each other. 70 feet into the hallway as well as 100 feet in.
So there's 3 sets of double doors?
No, there's
Okay.
1 set of double doors and four other doors.
Okay.
2 on each side of the hallway. 2 70 feet in, 200 feet in. And 10 feet into this hallway, there is a large recessed niche in the wall to the left that sports a large statue of a hooded figure grasping a scythe in its left hand and its right hand extended out to you.
Wow.
The palm
That's
is
where?
open. That's about 10 feet in on the
On
left.
the left side of the hall.
You can pretty much make out the palm and part of the cloak, but you'd have to get closer to inspect the statue.
I will inspect it.
Okay.
Be careful.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me an investigation.
20.
20? Oh, yeah. So if you look at this statue, it has sort of a glinting, not glowing, but a glinting sort of gem in one of its eye sockets, but the other one is missing.
Don't touch that. Clearly, that's the one fucking Ezra picked up. Leave it be.
But I want to find Ezra.
And you see its palm open to you. There doesn't appear to be anything inscribed into it. There's no sort of something that you would place in it, but it's just sort of like it's just gesturing towards you.
Is it annoyingly stuck out into the...
No.
Like, if you walked past, would you bump into it?
If you were probably super tall.
Give Hoblet a reason to smash it, is what I'm asking you.
Don't smash it.
But he's short, so...
Wait, describe the eyes again?
So there's sort of think of them as a more like oblong, like shaped ruby. Professionally cut, like it's very like ornate and shaped. And it's just resting in one of its open eye sockets.
And the other one's missing.
The other one is missing.
Okay.
So...
Can I inspect the arm specifically?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all you got. I mean, that was when you were inspecting the statue. I mean, 20 gave you a lot of information. You don't really, just from an investigation, you don't see anything else apparent about this.
And that's it. That's all that's in this corridor.
It's just like a little like niche, like a recessed part of the wall.
Does it look like anybody that we know we've ever seen before? The face?
Now that you mention it, do you guys remember the very first episodes we like test recorded when you guys were in the training facility?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This skeletal figure oddly resembles the skeletal figures that you encountered in that dungeon. Like Grim Reaper-esque.
Okay.
But less... It doesn't look necessarily menacing, because the skull is missing actually the bottom of the jaw, like the bottom part of the jaw. Or
That
actually,
makes
that's
it
just the jaw.
arguably look more menacing.
I would say that's creepier.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on the menacing scale, that's a higher level of menacing, not a lower level of
Yeah.
But that's all that's it. All that's here, like 10 feet in.
Okay. Is it time to play
I'm
what's behind that door?
to... Wait, is there a door to open?
Ooh.
There are many doors to open.
I'm sorry. I was focused so much...
But you can't see what... You can't, like,
I
from
was
here,
focused
because you're
more
so
on the
far away, you
statue.
can't see
Right.
what the other doors look like that are on the sides of the hall.
Would it...
I'm still holding my torch lighting torch.
Right.
Are there any torches in this room I can set ablaze?
Actually, there is an eerie glow
Okay.
in this corridor that is actually like, dimly lighting the place right now.
Interesting.
So with your dark vision, that means you can see as though it were bright light.
Dang.
Using all aspects of that dark vision.
Dark vision meeting.
Sunny day in
But
here.
still only for 60 feet.
Only for 60 feet, you can see as if it was
The
bright
rest
light.
of it would be dimly lit.
Dimly lit.
Okay. Are you done inspecting the statue?
I kind of want to pull on the
I
arm.
feel like it's like a, pull the book from the shelf,
Right.
secret door kind of
Right.
thing.
Hoblet-
That's kind of...
Something's talking to me.
Hoblet's just going to walk up and pull on the arm. See if he can do anything. See
No,
if it does
it's
anything.
like solid stone.
Yeah, okay.
Like it's actually marble.
Okay.
You would know this stone,
Okay.
obviously.
If it's not that, then you're putting something in the palm.
Is anyone opposed to me taking that gem off?
Yes.
I wouldn't touch that
100%.
shit.
I have mage hand, which means that I don't have to personally touch the gem.
Okay.
Whatever.
Don't whatever. I want your input.
I would be very frightened, but
You're
I
already
think-
You're already in possession of a gem right now. Also,
It's also. Oh.
Wait, which
Was
gem
that a
do you-
DM help?
from the heist.
Was that a DM help?
No, it wasn't. But I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
you're snatching another gem now. This is kind of your MO.
It's true. But I'm also thinking that I have a gem that could go into the other eye.
If as Hoblet,
Isn't that an interesting conundrum?
I kind of overthought that a second. I was like, oh, right, there's a missing eye, and I totally have a gem to put in it.
as Hoblet is watching him toil over this, he can tell what decision he's trying to make because he's the one that just went up and pulled on the fucking arm.
Right.
He's gonna pat Quinn on the back and say, "Do what you gotta do, friend," and give him guidance. So you can
nice.
add 1d4 to whatever ability roll. You don't have to use it right now.
Now, well, okay, so if I cast Mage Hand, could I also use Sleight of Hand through Mage Hand to make sure that it goes off effectively?
You
A
know,
lot
I
of
mean,
hands.
yeah, why not?
Why not? Right.
You're just using that hand to project your. I mean, it's your skill that's operating it.
Right. Like
So,
the hand is just more of a projection.
I would
of my
accept
hand.
sleight of hand.
Sleight of mage
I,
hand.
I would.
All right,
yeah,
so
sleight
we're
of
gonna
hand.
we're gonna sleight of hand
this gem.
Gem.
Okay.
I didn't actually need guidance, but it was helpful anyway. 24.
24.
Yes.
Beautiful. So yeah, the gem comes right out.
Okay, and then I'm
it's just
going
resting
to
in your mage hand.
yeah, mage hand it into the hand that is protruding from said statue, and place it into the hand.
The most devilish grin possible appears on Friend's face.
Okay. You
And-
rest the gem on the hand.
Correct.
That happens.
And I hate you even more. Okay, so then I mage hand it. Like, obviously my thought didn't work, but that's okay. I'll take the gem and mage hand it into my own hand.
This is what we were trying to avoid.
It goes into your pocket.
Like, I put it in my pocket, or the mage hand puts it into my pocket.
The gem goes into your pocket. It moves right into your pocket.
So it doesn't even go into my hand.
Think of it as like it's like a magnet in your pocket. It just goes
Okay.
and into your pocket.
I have a gem, everybody.
Interesting.
You all look super mad at me, but that's
I'm
cool.
confused.
Hoblet is perplexed. Mm-hmm. Let's move down the hallway.
Not perplexed.
Let's move on.
Yes.
I don't.
I feel
hang on.
confident, and I also feel confident that there's gonna be some sort of like special note slid to me at some point, but we'll find out.
Wait.
Quinn, can you take that out of your pocket?
Why would I want to?
Because it seems like it.
Yes, I get what you're saying. That was my first thought too. But
Never mind. If you don't want to inspect this, then never mind. All right, let's move on. What's behind door number 1?
right.
Well, which door is you? So again, 2 on each side, 70 feet in, 2 on each side, 100 feet in.
Paradol, in the
And then
meantime,
double
has
doors.
moved to the closest door on the left side of the hallway.
Okay.
I
So you're
inspect
70
the-
feet into the hallway.
Yes, I inspect the door.
You inspect the door.
Yes.
Can we hear anything on the other side of the door?
You hear nothing beyond this door, but and I won't even make you make a perception roll. It's actually it's dead quiet in here, and it's dead quiet in that door.
Is there any sort of mechanism apparent on the door for opening, locking?
It is just a wooden and iron wrought door, and it has just a simple, like not even it's like those vertical pull rings, just not even a ring. It's just like a handle, just you can just pull on or push on the door.
Okay.
Zero is about 10 feet back from the door with his weapon loaded, cocked, and
Is
shouldered.
your back to the other door, or are you?
I'm
end?
facing whatever one that they're looking at.
Right, but you're just backing straight away from the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight back from the door.
Okay.
Weapon shouldered, ready.
Once,
and Zero's left forearm is kind of whirring and slightly
That's right,
ticking.
because you had.
Once Hoblet sees that,
Yeah.
he's just gonna pull the handle. We're going in.
Okay, so it's Hoblet opening the door.
Yep.
Who's behind Hoblet? Where's everybody else? I know where Zero is. Where are you two?
My guess would be if we're doing this cop way, I'm going in. You two are on either side of the door, so that Zero's got a clear shot over my head at anything.
Great.
I noticed Zero. I moved just to the right of the door.
Yep.
Okay.
So they're on either side of the door.
Sounds
I'm
good.
going to ready my short bow.
Sounds great.
I also drop my torch and get my shield out.
Ooh, yes, me too.
Sure. So your torch is just chilling on the ground.
Yep.
Right, you just
Yep.
I mean, it's kind of a quick action. Just drop it, pull
Dropped
the weapons
it.
out. Yeah. Okay. So Hoblet, you open the door. And it opens up into a 20-foot by 20-foot room lined with shelves containing various, labeled jars of reagents and things like that, as well as a variety of plants that are just sort of growing in there in this dark, dim light.
Plants, you say?
And there's also a closed wooden door on the eastern wall of this room, so it's just to your right. And that's it. It's just like a storage room, it looks like lots of shelves.
Is there any kind of skunky kind of smell from these plants?
Well, I mean, is anyone walking? Hoblet, are you in the room?
I'm at this point. Once I see that there's no visible threat,
You cross the threshold.
I cross the threshold
Sure.
and I'm in the room.
You can see some of the different reagents have been labeled. You see different. You see plants like nightshade. You have ogre hair in here, troll's blood, fire beetle bellies, grave worms, orc hearts, goblin tongues, lich dust, and black dragon breath glands.
I
Do we
think
need any
Paradil
of this
here's a little
shit?
over
There are-
fond of the Shire weed.
Yeah, there are also a few crates of empty glass bottles that you would, probably use to fill with some sort of potion or poison.
Do they have any shireweed?
This is serious, you guys. Come on.
No. Hold on. Let me roll for it. No, there is not any shine.
Damn.
But there is another door inside of this room to your right.
Yeah. I say we just go through that door.
Yeah.
Because it's clearly going to go to the area
Yeah.
like if I'm looking at the map,
Maybe.
this is all going to, yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let's go through that door.
You just gonna go right up and open it?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Pablo's going to open it.
Sounds good.
He's walked in. I'm assuming once I went in, everybody saw there's no threat. We fill the room. Now we're going to do...
The next room in.
Yep.
We're
set
going
up
to do the
breach.
next room in.
Okay.
We've all still got our weapons. We're
Sure.
still
Yeah, that's
ready to
fine.
roll.
So, this door opens up into another room. It's about a 20-foot room containing an alchemist's table filled with beakers and tubes of fluid that are bubbling and flowing to create a chartreuse-colored liquid that is slowly dripping into a small, empty bottle.
Is there a door on the right-hand side of the room?
Hold on. The walls are lined with bookshelves containing many books on creating potions and poisons, as well as some what look to be like necromantic tomes and you don't really know what they do unless you inspect them.
Let's just take one off and randomly start reading from the necromantic tome. Seems
There
like
is
a
a
good idea.
humanoid skull with rubies set into its eye sockets sitting atop the alchemy table. These are giant circular rubies. We're talking like these are probably worth about 250 gold apiece.
So bigger than the one I just took.
Yes, way bigger. Like filling the entire eye sockets of the skull. And there are there's also like a crate that's like kind of closed behind the alchemy table.
Zero's crossbow is now immediately pointed directly at that ruby skull.
Yeah. And yes, James, there is a door to your right, and there's also a door to your left in this room.
Oh, shit.
Opposite one another on opposite sides of the room.
Since we have the ability to peruse, let's do it now.
Yep.
Before we go into any of the rooms.
Do the rubies easily come out of the eye socket?
You'd have to
I don't know. Are
actually
you
try.
going to go try to take them out of the eye socket?
Before we do that, can we adjudicate whether or not Zero would know something? I imagine there would be necromancers on staff at the college.
Right.
But you think he would know what that skull is?
You know what? Why don't you give me I'll give you history or arcana, whatever you prefer.
Can I also do a history check?
Yeah.
Since
Let's
I'm
let
a little-
Zero do it for a
okay.
moment. 'Cause
Okay.
He's going to be sort of Omega Project knowledge here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it comes up only as a 6.
Yeah. doesn't even register in the databanks. Just looks like some sort of ornate or like a human skull, just with all the different the jewels set into his eyes.
Because of my worldly traveling, I feel like I might have some interest or knowledge of that.
Yeah, you've persuaded me. Go ahead.
8.
Yep, nothing. You have no idea what this is.
Okay, so Hoblet's gonna walk up and see if the jewels will come out of its eyes.
Okay, cool. So as soon as you touch the skull,
You guys don't know anything
it happened.
about it.
It
You
happened.
guys don't know anything about it.
But
No butts.
remember the mage hand.
No butts.
No, it's already
Yeah, but your
happened.
mage hand takes too long.
No butts.
and
It's
we're
happening.
all-
Should have spoken up.
Yeah.
Hoblet's running the show right now,
wrote-
which you said last time we got together. You were taking a backseat to Hoblet.
No,
Hold on. This is what you get. When you take a backseat to Hoblet,
I do
he's going to
remember.
go run up and touch
In the
things
mountains,
and break
they said.
things.
In the
and
mountains, not in a dungeon.
This is not what we
Technically,
not a
you're
mountain.
still in a
I
mountain.
discussed mountains.
discussed.
Technically, you're still in a
I
mountain.
said if we're in a mountain, it's all him.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
Okay. All right, we're good.
No shade, just saying.
I got you.
So, as soon as you interact with the skull,
do we
the
die?
rubies the rubies shatter and burst into flames.
Oh shit!
And
Your
the-
mage hand would have done that anyway.
And then this
but
entire
you
skull
wouldn't
is
be right next to
enveloped
it.
in green flame,
Green flame.
Green flame.
Oh.
and it begins to float off of the table and charges directly at you. So it's going to get a surprise attack against you before we roll initiative.
You know what? Fuck it. You know what
Oh,
sucks?
no, you can't.
No,
you
do you
can't
know
be
what?
mad.
No, I'm not mad. I'm only mad at myself here because my gut instinct was just smash it. Was just smash it and take the rubies, not to touch it. And if I would have just smashed it, I would have been the one with the surprise attack. Now it's getting the surprise attack. That's why I'm mad. At first, I wanted to just smash.
That's the most reasonable version of Hoblet mad I've
Yes.
ever heard.
That's-
Like,
It is
I'm.
That makes
Hoblet
a ton of sense. Yeah.
Hoblet sense.
Okay.
He's the credible Hulk.
So what it's going to do is it's
I
going
hope that makes
it's
it
going to fly up towards the ceiling of this room and back towards the other door, so it's about 40 feet away from you now. And then it's going to you're going to see it's the flames from its eye sockets coagulate and shoot a ray of fire right at you, Hoblet.
Whoa.
But it only gets a 7.
They
so
coagulate?
yeah.
Like they form like a thick sort of thing?
Yeah, it's almost
and
like
then
dripping,
shoot rays?
dripping lava.
Oh, that's gross.
then-
I like that.
Yeah. It's like it's bleeding lava.
This is
right?
a shitty foe we're dealing with right here.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
But it misses you. And then we're going to roll initiative.
Ooh, I get +1.
Well, you'd have to activate the rod to do that. Remember? You get +1 to your initiative if you use it. But I'll say that you activated it before combat.
You activated your rod before combat.
Which means that
I can't believe that we're gonna get to say that a shitload of times.
Is there going to be a sword fight?
So Quinn, what is your initiative?
God, I hope my mom never listens
What
to
does
this.
What do you mean by activate? Sorry.
You have to use
It's like
the
a
rod,
low
like the 31
stroking
square
motion.
rod. Fucking horrible people. I love you. So Quinn, what's your initiative?
10.
Okay. 0.
0 is 9.
Paradil.
10.
And Hoblet?
Not a natural, but a 1.
Oh my. Paradil, what's your your initiative bonus?
Initiative bonus?
Yes.
3.
Mike, what is yours now that you have that +1 added to it?
Technically 3.
Technically 3?
Yeah.
Roll off.
Yep. Roll off.
Yeah, because I didn't.
Yep.
I double multi-class.
Rolled an 11.
Okay, so we're going to concede the initiative to
You're not a
Paradil.
1.
And we got...
I'm sure the skull is gonna get a nice little added.
Yeah, it's going first.
I'm going to kick his ass.
Because we fucking rolled like shit.
Yeah. Yeah, we
And I will say we are going to start with this flaming skull. And you guys are all nicely grouped right in front of right into this room.
Of course we are.
Is it saying anything? Does it have like any noise?
It is shrieking horridly,
Oh my god.
high pitched,
I feel like it's singing Du hast.
as flames just bellow out of
That
its
is not
mouth and
high pitched.
eyeballs.
in a high-pitched voice.
And not, fire fry.
No, it's definitely
would
just
attempt
like
it, but my
wild
voice is not
screaming.
happening.
Wild screaming. Horrific screaming. Nightmare screaming. So, since all of you are nice and grouped together here in this entryway to this room,
That scream happened in real life without warning, just so that everybody knows. That
the
happened
one that
here.
might be echoing in the background right
Yes.
now, or whatever that I'm like, however I
Yes.
decide to use it.
Better be echoing.
Okay.
That shit was real.
Anyways,
So bring it on. Bring it on.
I mean, you're
green
just
bitch.
delaying the inevitable, James. I understand what you're doing. But a massive fireball forms and hurls itself at you guys from the flame skull. And all of you need to make dexterity saving throws right now.
Not a problem.
Hear the sound of those dice, folks? That's how many I'm going to need.
What? That's too many.
Not that many.
Oh, wait, you're spilling
Just pulling them out.
Damn it.
Yeah, you suck.
Dude, I always suck. I'm so fucking clumsy. So fucking clumsy.
Meanwhile, I'm doing like acrobatics next to you.
Right. I almost picture it like you diving over me. Like as I'm tripping,
As you're
you're like
falling over,
doing
I'm like,
right.
"Phew."
Right. I'm the hippo character who's falling down. You're the gazelle character who's leaping past.
So
We're friends in real life. I just get there a lot
I'm like a
slower.
ringtail lemur. I'm like a ringtail lemur because I'm little.
So, guys, what were your saves, Quinn?
21.
Okay, you passed.
Oh.
Hoblet,
Passed.
just tell me what it is.
8.
8? You son of a bitch.
Remember the whole description we were making?
Okay.
Him falling over and me gazelling over him.
0.
A 15.
And you're good. And
You
Peridot?
didn't,
23.
you didn't say anything after I rolled.
22.
Yeah.
You didn't say anything.
I'm getting to you.
You failed.
I'm getting to you. Everyone who failed the save
Yes.
takes 25 fire damage. Anyone who passed the save takes half of that, so you're going to take 12 fire damage.
Holy shit.
But you see that the flame on this skull itself begins to flicker a bit, as that definitely took a lot out of it to perform that action.
Fair. Okay.
Hindsight is 20/20, guys. Hindsight is 20/20.
Even if I dodged it, I got 12?
Yeah.
Damn it.
And you see that the flame even envelops the skull itself as the blast shook it back, and it is completely unaffected by it. But some of the shelves and crate and alchemy table are on fire right now.
Oh, sucks for that shit. So the crate's on fire too?
Everything's on fire.
Okay. And I was hoping to inspect it,
This entire
but, you
room.
know,
This entire room is now on fire,
life happened.
and we're gonna go to Peridot.
I'm taking out my sword.
Which one?
I'm taking out the rapier.
Okay.
My brand new one.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
Okay.
It's not so trusty.
That's an 8.
8
to hit.
It's definitely not going to do it.
Yeah.
It's just too fast, and it's like moving around. And even you kind of try to jump up to like reach its height while it's been kind of flying around in that little 5-foot cube
Yeah.
of an area it's in. But you miss it. It's moving too fast.
Oh, good.
Quinn, anything else, Peridot?
No.
Quinn, go ahead.
So it is 40 feet away from us.
Yeah, it's 40 feet in the air.
Wait, it was close to me when I attacked, right?
You ran up to it.
Okay. I wasn't
I'm just assuming that that's what you were doing. I mean, you're not going to just like stand still and just wave
Right.
your sword at it.
I just was hoping you
Or maybe
weren't-
that's precisely what you did. No, I'm just kidding.
I was hoping that's not what I did and you were just silent about it.
No.
And no matter what I rolled, you would have been like, actually, you missed because you are on the other side of the fucking room.
No, because I would have told you that you'd had to move up to it. We're just going to just moving things along.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on it. It needs to pass a Dex save.
A dex save?
A Dex save.
Sure. It gets a 19.
It succeeds.
Okay.
Fuck. In my bonus action, I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Hoblet.
Sounds good.
Why? You started this, you end it.
0.
How far into the room is the floating skull?
So it's a 30 by 20 room, so it's sort of at the back left corner from where you guys entered in,
Okay.
and floating about 10 feet up.
All right. And
So it's like, just given that,
Yeah.
it's about 40 feet.
Zero keeps range, kind of, circle strafes about 15 feet or so toward the right.
From the hallway.
Well,
Are you
in the
moved
room.
Oh, you're in the room, that's right, because
Yeah.
you guys moved in from...
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, in the room, so just kind of circle strafes about
Sure.
15 feet to the right, keep range, get a little to the side, and he is going to fire at the skull. Yeah, I know. That's not doing it. That's a 10 against AC.
Yeah, that's not going to get through.
I feel like we brought a lot of negativity to the table today.
You guys came in wanting to
I feel like,
smash.
yeah,
Where's that energy now?
It's there. It's just the dice are not happy right now. So
Okay,
we just need to make
okay.
the dice happy.
Let's do that.
We'll be
Yeah,
all right.
that's exactly how this works.
We're gonna
Dice,
fix this.
Dice, you looking good today, buddy.
Hoblet, what are you doing?
I sort of see Hoblet do like a little shimmy shake real quick to dust off all the ash.
Yeah.
He got blasted with a fucking fireball.
Yeah.
He's gonna pull a perfectly glistening silver Trixie
Uh-huh.
off.
His back.
So I'm going to smash away.
Yeah. So I'm imagining Hoblet kind of making like a running leap at
Yes,
this
and
thing.
I'm gonna jump off a table or something, or like do I
flaming
have to
table.
Jump, do I have to jump that high, or
You
can I just get there from the ground?
No, you're very athletic as Hoblet, so I'll say you can do that.
Oh yeah, I am.
Because you also have a
athletic.
long maul, you're swinging overhead. I'm kind of just picturing this as very exaggerated motion.
Give us an exclamation.
It's not worth it.
Or not.
You have Bardic Inspiration too, don't forget.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's probably not gonna make a difference.
You might
All
as
right.
well. You got it. Fuck.
What is it?
12.
12? Yeah, doesn't do it. Doesn't do it. You whiff. You look great doing it, but you couldn't connect. And we're gonna go back to this flaming skull here.
Shit sandwich.
Okay, back towards 0. A flaming sphere appears in your position, like right where you're standing.
Like
Okay.
right on your business.
So it's got a 5-foot diameter like sphere of flame appears in that. In this just right in front of you, like in the space right in front of you. And you're gonna see it move, and like just slowly, like so it's conjured right in front of you, and then it just kind of slowly like pushes at you, and then like hits you. And you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. 18.
18? Yeah, you pass. So, you only take... 4 fire damage.
Okay.
And then the sphere goes back to floating directly ahead of you, about 5 feet. And it's still there.
All right.
Just occupying that space. And we're going to go to Paradel.
All right. I'm gonna come at it again with my
Okay,
rapier.
now that we've warmed up,
Okay, here we go.
we've all had a round to warm up.
Another attack.
Let's see it.
Okay. That is a 24 to hit.
Oh, that's definitely
That's a
going to
hit.
happen. Yeah.
Fuck 'em up.
And damage 8.
It takes you see that it definitely absorbs some of that because like you're trying to pierce it with a rapier and it just kind of like you kind of slide off. You couldn't really get a good hit on it, so it'll take half of that.
Wait, what?
It takes half that damage.
What? Okay.
Welcome to the world of damage resistances, folks. You're at that point now.
So it took 4. All that rapier damage for 4.
Quinn.
I'm going to shoot my short bow.
Okay.
12.
No, it does not do it. Sails past it.
Bardic Inspiration to Hoblet.
Sounds good. 0.
0 is going to continue to step, this time just another 5 feet or so toward... No, he's going to go another 15 feet kind of around to the right.
Sure.
Try to clear a little bit of space between that sphere.
Okay.
And then he's going to take another shot at the skull.
Okay.
There we go, Natty.
Natty 20?
Yep.
Nice.
All
Yeah,
right,
so you
that's-
absolutely hit this thing.
All right, so that's going to be 14.
14 piercing damage?
Yep.
With the all in total with the crit?
Yeah.
It takes half of that. It takes 7.
Yep. And then I'm going to...
The bolt fails to pierce the thick bone that the skull is made of.
Okay. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to use Second Wind.
Okay.
To regain 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 HP.
Okay. Sounds good. Anything else?
Nope. That is the end of my turn.
Hoblet, word to you.
I am going to swing Trixie again.
Okay. Yeah. Gonna get a little running start again, and you have Bardic Inspiration.
I do.
What's your total right now?
10.
I can't say anything, but
No, you know what? I can keep Bardic Inspiration for the time being,
Okay.
right?
Yeah,
I don't
you have
to use it right
you have
now.
you have it for a while.
I'm going to use Guided Strike, right? Can I?
So
do
you're gonna
that?
add your guide. You're using your channel divinity.
Do I get to use each one of them?
No, you get to use one.
Fuck. I don't want to use that then. Shit sandwich. All right, so I'm gonna take the 10 as a miss.
Yeah.
And use my War Priest ability to attack again.
Okay. So you get a couple of those anyways.
Yeah. 14.
Yep, that'll hit. How much you doing?
7.
Yeah, it takes all of it.
Yeah, you're right. It does. Takes all that dirty damage.
And we're gonna get back to it. So first, this thing is going to shoot a flaming ray at Hoblet. Twice, actually. So first one is not going to probably do it with a 13.
Nope.
And the second one's worse. So the rays, those rays of fire miss you.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
As this, lava just dripping out of this skull's eye sockets.
Green lava?
Green lava.
Oh my god.
And as a bonus action, it's going to move that sphere 15 feet towards 0. And you have to make another dexterity saving throw.
All right. Unfortunately, only an 8.
You take 8 fire damage.
I'm going to subtract 2 of them.
Okay, you take 6 fire damage.
Okay. Still sitting pretty.
On to Paradil.
Okay, Paradil is going to use Commander Strike. I forego one of my attacks to use as a bonus action to direct an ally I see or hear. The ally can use a reaction to make an attack, adding my superiority die to the damage.
So you're making...
Mr. Silver Trixie Holder.
So how does he roll?
You now are using your reaction to get an attack against this creature. You still have to hit it, but you get an attack right now as your reaction.
Okay.
Not because I'm scared, but because I don't have a silver weapon, like some people.
Hit. That's a hit. That's 18.
Yep, you hit it.
So I'm...
So you get your damage plus you add his superiority die to the total.
And I can roll this one too?
You have
Yeah.
to.
I have to.
Yeah.
19.
This is a crushing blow. Crushing blow. This thing is barely being held together. You can see in the cracks in the skull more of that sort of molten, like sort of ethereal lava is just pouring out of all of the cracks of the skull. It's almost dead.
Oof. He's a bleeder.
And we're going to go on to Quinn.
Yeah, I'm just going to shoot an arrow at him then.
Okay.
See what happens. 18.
Yeah, definitely does it. There you see. The tides have turned.
All right, now we're rolling.
Literally. 5
5 damage.
damage.
Yeah, what does it look like when you kill this thing?
Seriously? Yeah. I did the wimpiest fucking shot. It's awesome.
Wait. Yep, even cut in half. That's
Yeah, I was
still
going to say,
enough
it
to
would
kill
still
it.
be 2. It
Yeah.
would only be 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's exactly enough to kill it,
That's
actually.
awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I would say like right after Hoblet like just smashes the crap out of him, I would say that the arrow just goes flying right after him and pierces it right through the middle. There's probably like that little like concave nose there. I would say
Oh,
it
sure,
shoots
yeah.
Right,
Split his
right
septum.
in the middle of it, and it cracks the skull right in half.
Yep, and then the entire skull just dissolves into lava, and as it's floating to the ground, it just turns into ash and just sort of floats there. The gems return to their shape and hit the ground.
And I grab them both.
You dirty slut.
I mean, we did
Okay?
just save your
yeah,
life.
you have them. You have 500 gold worth of rubies right now.
Cool.
The room is still on fire.
Okay, let's get out of
Oh,
here.
right.
Let's get out of here.
Should we extinguish?
No, let's get out of here.
It was like that when we
actually-
got here, I swear.
Well, could we extinguish? Would it be...
Do any of you have water on you? Probably have a water skin, but this entire room is on fire. Like the crate is burning up.
Yeah,
you can,
by the time we finish the skull.
the
we
alchemy
go
table's
back to
being
where we came
burned
from?
to pieces.
I kind of want to go deeper.
Left.
Yeah.
In fact, Zero is probably right by that door after circling that.
You're going
far
just
to the
back
right.
out into the storage room,
No, we're
or
going
are you going
in.
to the right or left?
Yeah, to that door to,
To
the,
the
right
left.
that he's kind of circled towards.
To the left.
Away from the hallway.
Away from the hallway.
Sure.
Right. Yes.
Okay, yeah, as you just kind of casually walk through fire.
There was just one door, one other door.
There's two doors
Here,
in this
look,
room.
look.
Which door?
Oh, sorry, there's three doors
We're
technically.
here.
The one you came in
We're
from and the
here.
two on. Yeah.
We could go back to
Can't see
the...
anything.
We're here. We could go back to the storage room. We could go deeper, or we could go what looks like back out into the hallway
Gotcha.
which we came in from.
Yeah. Let's go deeper.
So let's
Got
go
it.
deeper.
Okay, I'm on the same page now.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys just kind of casually walk through this room that is completely on fire.
Yeah. No sweat.
Watching
Nothing
all
we can get out of it
watching
now.
all potential loot burn away.
Because that's what Hoblet does. He fucks shit up.
I mean,
And
Just a quick look around the room. Can I do a perception check to see if there's anything one could extinguish the room with, like a large amount of liquid or
Extinguishers.
something, or a fire extinguisher?
sure, give me an inspection
Are we gonna
or perception
Okay,
Actually, perception. That's like a look around.
18 on a perception check.
One of the solutions on the alchemy table does bear the resemblance of water, but it is hooked up to the rest of the other mechanisms. You'd have to like remove like a little glass like dripper
Now, not to be
to grab it.
silly, but you're a robot, right?
Yeah.
Like, you don't burn, do you?
He's made of wood and
I
metal.
am mostly made of wood. Like all my paneling is wood. I am somewhat.
He's actually the
combustible.
most flammable.
The most flammable. All right. I mean, I'm short and I'm fucking clumsy, so I'm not going anywhere near this thing.
let me make a perception check of what could possibly be of value in this room.
Sure.
And
Like you're
still-
gonna try to gauge whether it would
I
be
mean,
worth
if
it.
Quinn is already walking away,
I mean, he said that there's valuables burning up.
No, he
maybe,
didn't.
Maybe.
he just said things that might
Maybe.
be of
No,
value.
he didn't.
All right. Should we just get the fuck
He's
out
trying
of
to
here?
We should
burn
get
you
the
alive.
fuck out of
Let's
here.
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Out the door.
Well, now you'll never know.
Yeah. Fine.
Just like we'll never know about that note that Hoblet burned.
Into the
Guess
other
what?
room.
The story
Yes.
goes on.
Into the other room, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you open it up, and this 20-foot by 30-foot room contains 3 inanimate suits of armor.
Yay! I know where
Uh,
this is going.
No, you don't. One, so like in this, when the door opens, it's opening up, and you're already against the right wall of this room. So it extends out 30 feet, like to your left, and then 20 feet out from you.
So it's deeper.
Yeah, it's deeper to your left. Correct. So in each corner of the room, directly ahead of you, 20 feet, and then 30 feet to your left in each corner, are these 3 inanimate suits of armor. It's very sort of like this dark, spiked, like ornate armor, completely empty inside on like a sort of a rack. But you can't really tell like what's. I mean, like these. It's almost like they're supporting their own weight. Like they're still like standing on their own legs. And as soon as you enter into the room, you'll see every single suit of armor turn its head towards you.
Yep.
And you hear this sort of like loud voice sort of echo throughout the chamber.
Turn back or die. The master must not be disturbed.
Are there any other doors that we see leading out
You
from this
see
room?
within their helmets, right, sort of an ethereal glow begin to form, and then it all sort of concentrates into numbers, and it's counting down from 10 on all of their faces. 9,
Are there any
8.
other doors?
7. No. 6.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
5.
Back into the fire
Back
room.
into the hallway.
4.
Back into the fire room.
Back into the
3.
fire room. Back into the hallway.
2.
Let's go.
Go.
Right
Go,
now.
go, go, go.
We're out.
Go,
we're in the fire room.
Back in the fire room.
We're in the hallway.
You two are. What are you guys doing when you see them start booking it?
I'm
Fucking pussies. Where I'm walking with them. I'm going. with them.
I
I'm going
shove
with it.
Hoblet, out ahead of me, and I back out
Yep.
as the last one out.
I like
right as
that.
it's hitting
Zero probably has to push.
Sure.
me.
Right as it's
Everybody-
hitting 0.
And
I
it
want
just seems,
everybody-
It seems awesome that 0 left at 0.
Right. And since you guys are running back into this room, sort of fleeing, I want everyone to make dexterity saving throws as you run back into this burning room of fire.
Why can't they be athletic saving throws? Why do they always have to be
You know
dex
what?
throws?
You know what?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll trip over something again.
Can
If everyone likes
you
watch-
persuade me into how you would use athletics or strength for this, for your strength to?
Remember, you also have disadvantage on strength checks anyway.
Yeah. So would you rather roll a disadvantage or would
either
you rather
way-
roll at a -1?
7.
Okay. Quinn.
7.
0.
16.
You up this time. You get for trying to
And,
showboat
and
over me.
Paradil.
20.
Not a competition.
So Hoblet and Quinn kind of bump into each other as they're like running into the room,
Damn you, Hoblet!
and you both kind of trip
Watch
and
out.
roll into some like flaming like coals or whatever, and from this wooden crate that was like burning in the room, and you both take 2 fire damage. And pick yourself up.
Stressing out so much over.
Okay, door straight ahead, door to your right. Room on fire.
Door straight ahead.
Yeah. You go back into the hallway. You exit from the second door that was in that hallway on the left.
My torch is still
Here.
out there.
Yes. And you're also to your left. There's only, just 10 feet away from you is the set of stone double doors. And another set, and there's also another door across the hall from you.
Well,
And
is
one,
it still
and
burning?
one back down the way.
Is my torch still burning?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh. We're good.
So,
Okay.
I mean,
Guys,
I guess,
let's regroup
the
here.
moment passed on it.
yeah. So we're here to stop the undead from doing bad shit, right?
Correct.
I feel like we just found the room that we're supposed to be in. I just don't want to go in there with 5 hit points.
Well, here's the thing. The room that we were just fleeing from didn't have any other outlet.
There were no other doors.
Yeah, the undead can just do shit. Like, they can just walk, they can just appear, right?
Yeah.
Like, the master could just appear once we killed his boys.
Right?
Like, I'm not saying that he's got to have, but those guys weren't just in there guarding nothing, is
Right.
my guess. Is they weren't just sitting in a dead end.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from too. Like we could probably back up and regroup somewhere and get a short rest in or
Yes,
something.
and now
'Cause
we know.
all that's going to happen is that one room is going to burn itself out.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, I mean...
That's mostly why I
you
wanted to
could-
flee. We need to...
You could attempt to take a short rest outside of this, like in the mine somewhere, maybe. If we were to backtrack. This place is still dangerous, so I will say that there will be a small percentage of a chance that I'm not going to disclose of you being attacked while resting.
I mean, that just seems.
Better than a sharp stick in the eye.
Yeah. What does everybody else think?
I mean,
feel
I
good
can use
about-
Song of Rest to help.
Yeah, he's got Song of Rest that you can add, like,
Hit points.
hit points back during a short rest.
I need a short
do
rest
spells,
to...
but-
I could use that superiority die back.
right.
I think you
Yeah.
could use a short rest. I think it'd be a good
Are
idea.
you guys going back out front, then, of this entryway? Like, where are you posting up?
Let's go to the platform that was in the middle of the stairs that was down... That was leading
In between
down
those-
to the
sure.
huge cavern.
Okay. Sure. You guys are resting there for now. I'm going to roll a percentile to see if this goes completely uninterrupted. Yeah, your rest is not disturbed. So go ahead and we're going to do a short resting montage.
It's a power nap montage. Yeah.
All right, so where to now? You're back at the entrance, we'll say right next to that stone statue again, that marble statue.
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back to the storage room.
Right, the room that wasn't on
The
fire.
room that wasn't on fire. And see if there's anything in there that any of us know to be useful against these 3 guys that we're about to go fight.
What? Oh, the
Because our goal.
Suits of armor?
Yes.
Okay.
Are we going to fight the suits of armor? Have we?
I mean,
This is
it
hilarious.
seems like they're guarding nothing, but it seems like we should probably fight them if we want to exterminate these undead assholes.
They were talking about the master. Does Quinn have any thoughts?
Or should we check the other doors first?
So where to?
You're a cold,
I
calculated
don't
motherfucker.
Well, I think
feel.
the first thing we need to figure out is whether or not the room we need to go through is still on fire.
It's been a half hour now.
Burned out.
You'd be surprised. Some things are still on fire in here. And you notice that a few glass bottles have burst, and the entire alchemy set is sort of caved in on
So
itself.
we're back in the storage room now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, do we feel any more prepared to take on these?
Yes, but there's still like
A whole half
big
the
set.
side.
There's a whole nother side, and there's a set of double doors that we haven't explored, and that seems like a big, neon lit arrow of something important is through here.
That's yeah. Yeah. I want to explore more and see if that is the best option.
Okay.
Like instead of going into that and then it being kind of like a
The master doesn't want to be disturbed. He isn't going anywhere.
more of a waste of our energy.
He's doing something that he doesn't want us to disturb him doing.
So what direction are we heading, fellas?
We're heading the
Across
way.
the hall. or double doors.
Votes for double doors.
You seem double doors. I'm good with that.
Yeah, I can go with it.
I mean, if it's still a democracy, I'm voting to go kill those guys. But if I'm outvoted 3-1, I'm loyal to my compadre. So
Okay.
I'll roll.
Sounds good. So double doors it is?
Double doors
Double
it
doors.
is.
All right, what are you guys doing with them?
Are they cracked open at all?
No.
Okay. Can I hear anything through them?
Give me a perception check.
That's an 11.
Absolute silence.
I
Aside from the
will-
breathing of your companions.
Attempt to mage hand it open.
Too heavy.
Heavy or locked?
You can't tell. It's more than 10 pounds of resistance.
Do they open in or out?
Or
They
heavy
open out.
and locked.
Okay.
There doesn't appear to be a handle on this side, so you assume you'd have to push.
Okay. So Hoblet's going to walk up and push the doors open.
Yeah, give me a strength check at disadvantage.
Where was this shit when I'm fucking rolling stuff that actually matters?
This might matter.
19.
19.
Or 24. Like,
So we're going to take the 19.
right.
Yeah, you'll see that as you push open these doors, the hallway extends beyond these double doors into another 100-foot-long passage. The walls are painted with grotesque frescoes of disfigured humans and horrid abominations tearing the flesh off of living beings. The two large collapsed rooms lie 20 feet and 80 feet into the hall to your left, and there are two doors to the right, 60 feet and 90 feet in. And that is where we're going to call this episode of Hapless Heroes. So, thanks everybody for listening to this good old-fashioned dungeon crawl as our heroes get into some more effed up business. I'm Francesco, your host and DM. If you like what you heard, please shoot us a follow on Twitter or the social media service of your choice. You know, we're all over the place. We're Twitter,
Reddit.
Twitter, Facebook, Reddit. One of our fans, remember Dustin?
I do remember
Yeah,
Dustin.
the Neko on Twitter. He's like, dude, you guys have an Instagram. So now I guess apparently I have to make an Instagram. And I don't use that.
How would
yeah.
we do with an Instagram?
I don't know. Put
We don't
pictures.
take pictures.
Take pictures of our beautiful faces
We're
at the
an
table.
audio
could-
podcast.
Yeah, but you get to see us.
We could
I don't know, man.
we
I
could
don't know
take
this social
pictures
media
of us
shit works.
on Monday nights and then upload them like when the episodes come out.
Yeah, why not?
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Good
we'll
idea,
figure it out.
Dustin.
We'll
We'll do our best
to do that.
All of us pretty much hate social media, but it's like how the lifeblood of
Figuring
everything
it out,
exists.
though.
So we'll TBD.
Yeah. Also, please, if you have the time, leave us a 5-star review on the podcast service of your choice, iTunes or Stitcher or wherever else they take them. Helps us get more visibility.
Hop will fucking smash you.
And that will happen. It's pretty bad. Don't. I wouldn't recommend it. Other than that, if you're not a social media buff, you want to just hit us up, talk to us, ask us questions about the show. We have an email. It's just haplessheroes@gmail.com.
It's going to be summertime. I would like to see a review of our show written on the sidewalk in chalk.
Somewhere.
5 stars, though. Make sure it's 5 stars.
Someone accept the challenge.
Yep.
and we'll.
I can't wait to be walking down Allen Street and just seeing
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Hapless Heroes
Doubt. Oh
and
my
just
God.
a picture of 5 stars.
Yeah, no, it's too sloppy. Too many sloppy people on that street.
You won't do it.
Fair.
But without further ado, I want to just once again just thank everybody for listening. And out to our party, we have Mike playing Quinn Southwind.
Until next time.
We have James playing Hoblet the Smasher.
Let's fucking smash.
We have Dave playing Zero.
Good night.
And we have Zach playing Paradol.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Thank you, everybody, for listening, and we will see you all next week. Bye-bye now.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye now.